Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to early broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. It's in the wee hours of the morning, August 3rd, 2020. And I'm doing a screenshot, not a regular broadcast. Before I get started, I'd like to say that I've spoken many times about my videos not getting much views because I've come to the conclusion that they're not getting exposure within the system. Now, I'm not a type of person that would go on a rant, but when you've been on YouTube for a lot of years and your videos get single digit or double digit views, that tells you that it's not getting any exposure within what do you call it, the algorithm of the system. And I was I'm just not a type of person that goes on a rant, but I need your prayers in that. It just I sent messages, and I sent the message before and I didn't get a clear answer, but pray that they will start giving me more exposure where people can view it or have the option to view it. But the Lord revealed to me in prayer that something. He said more people are watching than you think. So keep me in prayer, in Jerusalem's Gate in prayer, that the system will give me more exposure, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out that if you get single or double digit views out of the whole world, that means not many people are having the option to select it. I don't know if it's because I'm a Christian news and network. I don't know. I don't answer that question. But on to the topic. I've talked about it a few times. It's the Covid-19, the coronavirus. Before I get started, I'd like to go over a few numbers with you. In the U.S., as of this morning, there's 4,749,138 confirmed cases. Now that means, conservatively speaking, you times that by 10 to 20, there's a minimum of 40 million to 80 million people that have it in the United States that are asymptomatic, that are spreading it and don't know they have it. Deaths in the United States is at 179 and growing quickly. Globally, as of this morning, the numbers are 17,965 and 128. So you times that conservatively by 10 or 20 times, and that's what you probably have in the globe that have it and haven't been tested and are asymptomatic, and of course are spreading it unbeknownst to them. Now, deaths in the world are quickly marching to 1 million, unfortunately, at 689,370 deaths, and that's again marching quickly to 1 million. Now, the world tried to go back and thought it had COVID beat, and the world tried to go back to normalcy, and COVID made a comeback and is growing fast. And man cannot fix this problem per se. It's a spiritual battle. We're in the end days. You heard me speaking from the beginning of time. From the beginning of Jerusalem's Gate, that these days were coming, and the signs were going to increase in severity and in frequency the closer we get to the return of Christ, or the summation of all things in the age. I went house to house, thousands of houses, car to car, passing out flyers, street corners, churches, social gatherings, internet, I even made my way all the way up to Jerusalem to the Wailing Wall and cried out that this message be believed. And it's a spiritual battle that's taking place. I mean, you're seeing the groups of people taking over little cities. You've seen people ripped out of their cars and beat. You've seen police officers' cars burned and get attacked, and literally a war zone. Now, you know, what I'm going to show you is something that was written a long time ago. Christ spoke it, Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. Now, this word pestilences is the COVID is an example of a pestilence. Christ predicted it, and of course, what his words come true, and it is happening. The reason being, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That means Jesus was saying in the latter days, love will grow very, very, very cold. The Bible also talks that in the latter days, knowledge will increase, technology will increase. Man has become so earthly intelligent in earthly sense that they have invented things and created things that has opened up a Pandora's box of spiritual warfare. And if God is actually bringing the age to an end out of grace, because in prayer the Lord revealed to me that if he does not bring the world to the end of the age, that man will invent things to do horrible things on the earth to each other. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very acquainted with suffering, and people that know me know that I have experienced incredible injustices and incredible suffering that I cannot go into because it's so horrible. But I learned something through these years of suffering, and the Lord taught me that it takes more than saying I love you to really have love in your heart. I probably don't fit the mold that a lot of preachers would paint as a typical Christian. I mean, I think they don't believe me and they mock me because I don't fit their opinion of what a average day Christian should look like or act like. But they said that about Jesus, so I'm in good company. They didn't think Jesus was the Messiah either. Actually, they called him the devil and hung him on a tree and spat upon him. I'm not calling myself Jesus, of course, but or in that category. But I think when I say things on Jerusalem's Gate, that's revealed to me in prayer, and I tell people that's revealed to me in prayer. I don't fit the typical mold of that's someone would think that Jesus would speak to in prayer, and I'll just leave it at that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're in a spiritual warfare. We're seeing the platform for the Antichrist to be introduced into the world. Do I think the Antichrist is alive? Yes, I think the Antichrist is alive. I do not think the Antichrist knows that he's the Antichrist. Is he in power? Some people say he's gonna be in power in Europe, or I don't think. I know I have a strong belief that he is alive. Now, whether he's in power, I think he's starting to uh, position himself, and it will be a he, the Antichrist, because the Bible refers him as a he. But you know, they're going to look to this person, this great leader, so-called great leader, and he's going to quiet some wars, and he's going to do very good, and everybody's going to see him as very good. And then the Holy Spirit is going to reveal to him, and then when he turns against Israel and turns his army, he will be enthroned by the devil himself. Now, the Holy Spirit, when the Holy Spirit leaves this world, for the most part, you're going to see incredible bad things happen in the world. And all I'm saying is prepare, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare, because the end is very near. We're literally at the door, the Lord tells me in prayer. And I think I'm not the only one the Lord tells that to. And I've revealed a dream that I had when I was a little child, and half of that's come true already. And but ladies and gentlemen, pray for me. Pray for Jerusalem's Gate to be given a fair, equal exposure as a regular non-Christian videos go. And I need your prayer on that, because I do not collect any money here. I've not collected one penny, nor have I asked for one penny. I do this at my own expense, and I am not a rich person by the furthest thing. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, prepare, love one another. You don't know how this world is. The Bible says, be kind to everybody. In doing so, you may be entertaining angels. So you never know. The person you're nice to may be an angel. And that's what that verse means. So be kind, love one another, and care for one another. And remember, we're all brothers and sisters, regardless your nationality, regardless of the pigmentation of your skin, light or dark. We're all brothers and sisters that come out of the loins of Noah's sons. And God confirmed that. And when God confirms things 2 times, He wants to drive home a point. He confirmed it by we being taken out of the loins of Adam with Eve. So we're all brothers and sisters. So if you hate somebody, you're actually hating your own brother and sister. With that being said, we see you on the next broadcast. You're watching and listening to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. God be with you all.